our feature story now tonight focuses on podcasts and book clubs, both of them. Both provide valuable ways to discuss and learn about your favorite reading materials, but is one more beneficial than the other, and what are the differences? Well, let's begin now with podcasts. Joining me tonight to offer some valuable insights, this is Rebecca Seidel from the Podcast Brunch Club chapter in New York City. Nice to have you here.
Great to be here.
Is it always a brunch?
No, actually, it's been dinner usually lately.
Dinner usually,
yeah.
right?
We mix it up.
Wow, this is a huge organization. I mean, this podcasting thing is big. Now, it started in Chicago, right, this organization? And now it's a global phenomenon.
Yeah, there are chapters on basically every continent.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So tell us how it works. A lot of people may not know. Okay, you listen to these podcasts, right? You do it like once a month?
Once a month. So every month there's a new theme.
Right.
And it's somebody, either it's a whole chapter or a person picks what the theme is and what podcasts we're going to listen to, and then people in every single chapter listen to the same thing.
Okay,
and
so
then,
you have a variety of things that you listen to, right?
Yeah, so the themes are really different month to month, and it's usually, 3 to 4 hours total of listening, and then we all gather and talk about what we listen to.
Okay, so it's a platform that you're talking about. It's the listening platform rather than reading. So you listen to all of this, right? 3 or 4 different things, and then you meet. How does that work out?
It's a blast. So, everybody is listening to the same thing on their own, just solitary on their headphones, and then we all get together and we have plenty to talk about.
Sure.
People have lots of thoughts about the shows themselves and the things that people were talking about on the shows.
And people can listen anywhere, I mean, on a train, wherever they happen to be, so it's just very flexible for people to just sit back and listen to a podcast.
Yeah, that's the great thing. I listen on my commute, doing dishes, cleaning, but it's usually all by myself, so it's nice to get people
Rebecca,
to talk
there's
to.
a lot of content on there, a lot of content, and coming from various sources, right?
Yeah, all kinds of different shows. There's, more interview-style shows, storytelling shows, lots of different stuff.
A lot of interesting things. Do you have these face-to-face meetings like it's once a month?
Yep, once every
How
month.
does that work out? Well, you meet in different places, different venues?
We usually do like a potluck type of thing in somebody's apartment, so it's very cozy. Different chapters go to restaurants, do different things, bars. We usually meet at somebody's apartment.
Okay, so different age groups as well, right?
Yep.
And men and women all mixed up and so forth. I guess I'm wondering, what is it? It's just like reading versus listening. This is what it comes down to.
Yeah.
And so what do people say? Why do they prefer to listen rather than to read?
I think part of it is, just the power of somebody telling you a story that you just get to listen to.
It's more interesting to sit back and listen to someone, hear a voice.
Sometimes, yeah. It's a very, intimate way to hear a story and hear people talking, and people are very, honest.
Well, the idea that people are enriching themselves and listening to things like that, I think is very good. You're going to start to grow, right? You're telling me you're going to go where? You're all over the world right now, but you're going to grow in the States?
I hope so. I think every month, basically every week, I hear about a new chapter starting.
Yeah.
There's a Facebook group that's all of the chapters, and there's always an announcement when there's a new one starting. So.
Fantastic stuff, Rebecca. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, we're talking about podcasts, but what about if you like more traditional ways of doing things? Coming up, a pair of guests will join us and tell us why book clubs are still popular with many who prefer talking face-to-face about their literary favorites. We're coming right back. Keep it here.